when I came here to Bucharest, Sadhguru, you just ridden nearly 9.5, 10 hours in very bad weather, and as soon as you come, you go into an interview and talk for 1.5 hours. What is this? Don't you feel your age? I said, see, I've been living so intensely, I never had the time to get old. It takes time. It takes time to get old, isn't it? Hello? So if you don't give yourself that time, you'll be fine. The reason why you feel you've been here for too long is, see, have you noticed, on a certain day you were very joyful. Have you been some day very joyful? Only one day? On a day you were very joyful, 24 hours, poof, went off like a moment, isn't it? Another day you're a little depressed, 24 hours feels like 1,000 years. Yes or no? So that means only miserable people can have a long life. If you're joyful, life gets over, before you know what's happening, it'll be over. People are counting my years. I feel like I was born day before yesterday and it's already… see? Because this is the nature of time. Though it rolls for all of us at the same pace, in the level of your experience, how long a day is, how long a year is, how long your life is, simply depends upon how pleasant or unpleasant your experience is. Now, I'm going to ask you a simple question, do you want a long life or a boom, cracker of a life? Hello? Long life? Well, according to human DNA, the number of mutations you have in your DNA determines how long you live. I think if I'm correct, it's somewhere around this. Somewhere between 43 to 47 mutations per year or something happens in the human DNA. If you slow this down, the number of years you live will naturally extend itself. There are many ways, yogic practices to do this. But the more important thing is how profound your experience is, how impactful your activity is. If you manage your energies in a certain way, no, I'm posing for the photograph, I'm sorry. How profound your experience is and how impactful your activity is will determine the quality of your life in terms of, see, if you and another person, if somebody is doing something in 10 years, if you can do the same thing in 1 year, if both of you live for 100 years, you would have lived for 1,000 years in terms of impact. See, there are many people from the past that we remember. After 2, 3, 4, 5,000 years, 10,000 years later, we still remember a few people. And so many other countless number of people lived, you don't remember, because the impactfulness of their work after 10,000 years is still on. Adi Yogi, the first yogi, was over 15,000 years ago. Even today we still remember and live by his name because of the impactfulness of work that somebody does. So, the question is not about number of years, it is profoundness of experience and impactfulness of our activity. If this has to happen, the most important thing is you need to engineer your interiority a little bit.